Welcome back to Get Your Man On. This is Evan Bass with Tom Alderson, urologist extraordinaire, treater of men's ED and low T sexual health conditions. Oh, Doc, it's good to have you back.
Good to be back.
Yeah. All right. So I was saying Dr. Alderson has this farm and with his wife, and it's a beautiful farm. But one day he came into the clinic, came into Huntsville, and he was like, Evan, I got to show you this picture. And I was like, all right. So he pulls up his phone, and there's a picture of a mini goat, small goat, with a, I don't know what you call it, but it was like a blue wrap thing around its abdomen, and it was being held over the pool. It was held in the pool. And I was like, what in the world is going on here? It was like, it looked like, Doc, so tell us about this goat story. Yeah, people have to hear this.
Well, it all started with my wife. My wife has a tender spot, I guess, in her heart for animals, particularly animals that have been left alone, or what's the word
Abandoned,
I guess you would call it. So we hardly ever say no to someone who has an animal that wants to put it at our home or in our keeping. So we have horses and cows and goats and chickens and dogs, and we had a couple of goats from a friend of ours in Tupelo, Mississippi, that my wife taught school with. And she had a goat that she didn't want, so my wife naturally said, I'll take the goat. So we inherited this goat, and it happened to be the offspring of, the mother goat had 3 children, three baby goats. 2 of the baby goats died, and this was one left. And we nursed it with a bottle. My wife bottle fed the goat daily.
Let it sleep in the bed with you, right?
Well, it slept in a bed that we prepared for it at the end of the bed, not in the bed. So she nursed it back to health, and then finally, when it became big enough to put out in the goat pasture with its mother, the mother ran over it and broke its back.
Oh gosh, Mom.
So they were just playing with each other. I guess that's
toxic family.
That's how they treat each other. They butt each other and learn how to take care of themselves that way. So she rehabbed the goat, baby goat, and we manufactured this contraption, which you saw on the video or the telephone, and it was a lift that we prepared for, and we put the goat in there, and my daughter would put her in the pool and give her exercises every day. So we even had a veterinary chiropractor come out and see the goat, and the veterinary chiropractor did some acupuncture on the goat. And we spent good money,
Of course you did.
doing this, and we didn't expect anything from the goat. It wasn't a milk goat, so
Yeah.
all I could do was put it on the grill. My wife wouldn't let me do that. So the goat still exists. It still lives in the goat pasture, and after months, I would say months of a rehab, it finally learned how to walk again.
That's incredible.
So now it's out there with another goat from Mississippi. Mm-hmm. So it's got a running mate now.
Oh, I've definitely seen a picture of it standing proudly in front of the fireplace.
You have to see that. That's impressive.
It was very proud of itself for the rehab work. You guys are so kind. That's incredible labor of love you did there. Speaking of goats, I read a book once that talked about erectile dysfunction treatment in the 1800s, and how this guy would travel around. There would be these doctors, or whatever, that would travel around and take goat testicles and place them into the testicles next to the testicles of guys
Yeah.
as a way to cure that stuff. Have you ever heard of that before?
Surely that was one of the early treatments that you're talking about. It happened in the probably 8th century.
Oh, really? Oh, that far.
It was that far back.
Oh my gosh. Well, yeah. Tell me some about that. Like, where did it come from? Like, how did
Well,
that?
it's been described since the beginning of time, beginning with written history that you find in Greek caves and Roman cups, paintings on Roman cups. It's even been documented in the Old Testament of the Bible about ED
What?
and some of the treatments that were.
You're kidding. I'm a youth pastor, and I must have skipped over that part.
You have to read between the lines and read the Greek history.
Yeah.
In order to understand it. But you're right. There were several treatments that they used. One in particular, in ancient Roman Greece, and there was a guy. I forget the guy's name, but he had a talisman made of rooster and goat testicles that he would put around the necks and have the men who had complaints of erectile dysfunction. He would have them wear that, and it promoted sexual function, according to this Roman person. So they went.
Can you imagine wearing that around your neck?
Yeah. So they even went so far as to cook and ingest testicles, particularly roasted testicles of the wolf, because they were considered to be very virile in nature.
No kidding.
So there was a guy, a friar by the name of Albertus Magnus, who did this. He ingested roasted wolf penises. so what you read is actually some truth to it.
Oh my gosh.
I'm trying to.
That's crazy. I cannot believe people would actually ingest. Well, actually, yes, I can. I've seen guys do some crazy stuff. That's like that. You know who the Liver King is?
Who the what?
Liver King.
Liver King?
Yeah.
No.
He's this guy who only eats meat. And so he's like jacked. He's like, I swear, you just got to eat meat. Like, you have to do it. Like, that's all he does. He's eating like
Is it a weight reduction program?
Well, it's like he's like, I'm all natural. I just eat like beef liver, and he's got all like giant stuff. Well, coming to find out, some old emails were dug up.
Well, I happen to like liver too.
Yeah, well,
liver and onions are one of my favorite. I grew up on it.
Yeah, that's awesome. But anyway, he's only eats meat, nothing else, and it's massive, like raw meat, right? Raw. And so he was like, this is how you get jacked. But some old emails were discovered that showed that he was actually in messaging a friend for testosterone, was actually supplementing with testosterone, and it was not just the raw meat.
Another interesting, I guess you could call it a parable. In the 18th century, there was a doctor, Samad Solomon. He was a Middle Eastern doctor who concocted this cordial of a balm of Gilead, he called it. Oh. You ever heard of that?
Yeah, that's biblical too, right?
That's biblical.
Yeah.
So back in the time, they were of the thought process that autoerotic behavior, or masturbation, as we call it, and was a contributory factor to erectile dysfunction.
Really?
They thought that you needed to save your sperm rather than waste it on just autoerotic activities. So he concocted this this balm of Gilead that he calls it, which contained cardamom and brandy and catharinides, which is what you call it, spicy beetle, Spanish fly. You heard of Spanish fly? Well, they would apply this to the genitals in cold water, and it would cause evidently blisters to form on their genitalia, and they wouldn't have any erotic activity because it kept them from touching it.
Oh my gosh!
So
that's insane.
That is insane, but that's what they did. But Spanish fly is now it's been used as an aphrodisiac, but it's in smaller doses, and you take it orally, and it's supposed to stimulate the sexual activity.
You think it works?
Did it help?
Do you think it works? Spanish fly?
Oh no, I don't see why anybody would try that.
No, like the supplement now.
Oh, the supplement
Yeah.
of it. I've seen a lot of people come in the office with it.
Yeah.
They have the goat weed and the Spanish fly mixed together, and they take it.
Oh, my
I've never
God.
seen it work, but they say they use it.
Okay, we're going to talk more about Spanish fly. And let's talk about what does work, what you see in your office, how you treat patients for ED. That doesn't include burning your testicles off. This is going to be awesome. Some real cool stuff here. Here with Dr. Tom Alderson. If you have a question for us, we need to get something off your chest and leave a secret confession for the world to hear, go to getyourmanon.com, click that big button in the middle of the page, and give it to us. Just don't give us any, we're not, I promise you, we're not treating anyone with testicle ingestion or anything like that. Okay. Just don't, we're going to talk about things that actually work.